Alright, well, we have returned now for part 2 of the Nurburgring Chronicles. We'll preview the starting grid with this little dramatic camera panning. I didn't even just go into that. So, I don't want to be bothering to keep them off the screen. You can see who's where on the leaderboard, and be able to associate those names with each other by now. So yeah, we have part 2, and here we get into some faster cars as we get a good look at one of the, the prime candidates for the mascot car of Universe Zero. It's between the, I would say the Ferrari GTO, the Lamborghini Countach, or the KTM Crossbow. Maybe Danny's Super would also be on there, I don't know. Yeah, so to begin the list we have that driving a cup car version of the Mazda MX-5, Byrne in his signature Lamborghini Countach, So Fast in a Lamborghini Miura, Ryan Storm in a Mazda RX-7, Race Cam is in the same vehicle, Gearhead in his original vehicle, the Porsche Macan. That's my TV vaccine. I am in a BMW Z4, as is Metacog. Danny is in a street-based version of his typical Toyota Supra. Deliverance joins him in that aspect. Muscle Tone is running the modern Ford Mustang. XT3 in his old classic BMW M3. Samurai Jack is driving a Nissan 370Z. Alex is running an Alfa Romeo 4C. I guess you didn't see that the Alfa Romeos in the last race were absolutely terrible. And finally we have Dexter in an Audi Quattro. Byrne has since taken the lead from that. Kinda wanna see how this happened, actually. Oh, just on the straight, like... I mean, I say it's boring. He managed to keep it on the road, which in itself is an accomplishment down the straightaway for some people. And the top speed difference is that glaring, maybe it's not so hard to imagine that. Ryan Storm has already mugged So Fast off the podium spot he started on, and he's going for that next. Race Cam follows the classic supercar. Yeah, in its day, the Lamborghini Miura was considered a supercar. 180 miles an hour was a lot for its time. Gearhead should be able to find more success in this SUV because the vehicles in this race are actually considerably slower than those of Act 1 where he once originally drove this car. Or SUV car is kind of a falsehood there. There's a lot of white vehicles up here. So that's still putting up a bit of a fight towards Byrne, but I think that's all going to go for naught because we've reached another straightaway, and yeah, the MX-5 does not enjoy that at all. Ryan Storm is likely to catch and pass him here, as a matter of fact. Ah, I put my computer to TV in a different mode. Yes, indeed passed him. I saw none of it because my TV was... I accidentally pressed the wrong button on my remote and it put my TV in the USB port. And there's obviously nothing there. We have once again a very tight-knit group of cars, none of which feel like actually trying to pass each other. As I say that, Danny swivels out incredibly wide and goes nowhere. That will gain significant time on Ryan through this section. Battle of the Mazdas. I don't know if Gearhead is just bottlenecking the opponents behind him, or if it's just that none of them feel like passing. It's always a mixture of those two, isn't it, now that I think about it? Hopefully the straightaway will change this. Oh, that goes for a pass on Ryan. He must have had a bad exit or something. Byrne has all but escaped in this one. I mean, we're used to this. This is actually not as bad as it was in part 1. As you may notice too, there are no Powerpuff Girls are here, and yet still the other two Cartoon Network characters, Samurai Jack and Dexter, are. You can see where which vehicles in this class is the bogey, or are the bogies rather. The Germans have dropped the ball, except for the fact that there's also a German car in 6th, 7th, and 8th, but. Yeah, if the vehicle has a copy of itself in the race, it's right behind itself. Oh, okay. It's not, because I'm behind Danny. And the leaderboard just isn't updating, but it was that way at the beginning. Better cog, we'll take that. Get a massive 145. Oh my god, Muscle Tone is out of here, my goodness. What are we doing here? What the heck was that? Bye, Danny. So there's Muscle Tone's ace in the hole. Incredible speed from that Mustang. Ryan Storm has reclaimed second as of the straightaway. Race Cam is now closely following that as a result of it as well. Next battle will probably be Metacog versus SoFast for 5th place. Perhaps more vehicles might follow him into this, I don't know. I don't know if Gearhead can really hack it. This car is too big to really fight people off in corners. Or even try and gain places. He basically just stagnates and has to hope he can stay where he is if he starts high enough. Wow. Did not feel great there. Metacog, let me tell you, this is not a place you want to do this. Hopefully he's not close enough to try anyway. Trust me, that's a bad idea written all over it. This Metacog is so fast, has a hard time through this corner. Metacog gets ever closer. Advantage muscle tone for the next bit, because as long as he can keep it out of the grass, he has a massive top speed advantage, but he doesn't really do that, and so cannot advance on gearhead. Metacog, that's not where the road is. Manages to keep it manages to firmly grasp it on the course. Attempt to mug Danny. We must have gotten a terrible corner there. And you're still too wide. This is admittedly terrifying. I know Danny backing out of this. Full commit. Yeah, definitely committed. Danny also committed too much. And loses out to Alex. Also, Alex! Where did he come from? Toyota's looking rather unimpressive. Burns in the next dimension. He's already on his way to the Velocity Wars at this rate. I'm looking at a podium lockout for the Stunt Track Challenge Superstars. If Racecam can successfully get that down the back straight, which, assuming he's within like a second of him, I think he can do that. Sylvester versus Metacog, still definitely a thing that should also meet its conclusion down the straight. I don't know who wins this actually. The Lamborghini, that Mira, once it gets rolling, has some pretty immense top speed. But it just takes a while to get there. Pretty accurate to so fast in World Race when you think about it. Yes, that's what I based that off of. However, Muscle Tone is behind them, and he might just actually steal 5th from them if they're not careful. I myself am the next in line behind Gearhead. A bit of damage from going absolutely bonkers next to Danny. And I just basically opened the door for Alex to go ahead and pass me. It was not my greatest moment. Hung up on the corner because there's a giant SUV in my way. I don't know if I win down the straightaway either. Maybe Alex will open himself up as well. I don't know. Get back up to the front here. Metacog closes fast, but you can't really do much here unless you're crazy. Muscle Tone is, yeah, I was like, isn't Muscle Tone supposed to be close to them? Yeah, he's so close to them, his dot wasn't even appearing on the map. Gearhead actually has some decent power behind his vehicle too, so he caught up to them a little bit. That has passed Racecam. This is not where I expected that to happen at all. Also, in other news, apparently Dexter has passed XT3 somewhere along the line, somewhere along the way. Not that that's important since it's for 14th place, but you know. An absolute mania as we head through the carousel. Daniel looking for payback after he's been absolutely mugged in the earlier part of the course. That is still adamant about keeping his podium away from race cam. So Tony shouldn't be worried about passing them yet. He just needs to worry about being relatively near them as he enters onto the straightaway. His 300 some horsepower should be able to carry him to victory from there. Well, by victory I mean 5th. Because Burns already almost on the straightaway. That is fighting valiantly, as of course he will do. And no, I'm not changing his name to Slingshot. Even though he's not necessarily a villain in this scenario, or in any scenario anymore. He's now just chaotic neutral, but I just like the idea of someone being named that. It just seems funny to me. Metacog is right there, as is literally everyone else. Everyone's ready to pounce on Gearhead behind as well. Sorry that your game is over. Game over, yeah! As Deliverance fights to hold back his fellow Asian driver. Samurai Jack with a less than effective outing. Alex is the first to make any maneuvers. Never mind, Muscle Tone and them are way ahead. He's already cleared Metacog, the faster car of the two. So Fast is next, and that looks also equally easy. Threw off Metacog's balance, I think, but he might still get this So Fast as well. So we'll just kind of stride away with that 5th place. Let's see what these two handle it. So Fast kind of cuts him off. Doesn't really give him anywhere to go. What will he do here? He will do nothing. Gearhead is sideways. That was an interesting transition. I probably just freaked out and just went to take evasive action of the giant SUV losing control in front of me. Hey! Smart guy. Oh, 4-wheel drive. Oh no. Who got that? Okay, game, we know Gearhead didn't finish ahead of Alex. Get out of here with that. I apparently must have barely gotten that. Let's see the replay of that, actually. First, let's watch Alex run down the street. Not Dexter. He gets him with ease. Now let's get to Gearhead. Get an intense camera angle. See, most don't get ahead of those two. I just go to every single direction to try and find a way around these two. I probably am the one that threw Gearhead off. Who's still with Alex? That's a wall. He nearly runs back into me. I just scatter around him. Ow. Typical Gearhead runs me off the road trying to pass me. I don't know where the start finish is exactly here. Normally it's like here, but there's no line anywhere. So you can't really get the finishing intervals because there's no real defined start-finish. So apparently that's the race. Dexter and XC3 were closer than I thought. Briefly checking the messenger. I have. Let's begin round 2 and hope that it's anywhere near as good as that one, because honestly, that was probably one of the most crazy races in Universe Zero. Unfortunately, it's not canon, but it doesn't have to be canon to be entertaining. The sun is now up as it's almost 6 a.m. here. I now regret falling asleep in my chair. Let's hope this time Byrne actually has some competition. If he starts down like 8th or 9th, it could be an even better race. Have to fight for it instead of just, walking away from that and just winning the race before we even reach the front straightaway, or before we even reach the back straightaway. There's someone's engine in the background. I don't know who that is. It sounded like a Lamborghini. It sounded like a V10. Anyway, starting grid. Alex is on pole. Byrne will have a bit of work to do. He has to gain 7 spots. Danny is an unfortunate set of circumstances. Muscletone could actually compete for this one too if Byrne gets held up enough. Not this camera. Ah! That also gets a good starting spot here, but his car is just so slow in a straight line. This one immediately jumps to second. Byrne's already passed one vehicle. He's actually thinking to take it 3 wide with me and Gearhead, who've already almost crashed each other once this championship. masterfully hold her on the outside, and I will take that place. Burn looks set to follow me through. Can he manage? A bit delayed, but I think he will do so. He even got me off the exit of the corner because I totally botched it up. Alex has to make good his escape plan because Muscletone has a higher top speed than he does, I think. That is not fending off Burn. While also passing so fast with that incredible handling he's got in his car. Polar opposites here in many ways. And Burn just left with no place to go. So fast, apparently forgot where he was supposed to go. That with the near impenetrable defense. Deliverance again, Burn goes on so fast. Incredible top speed advantage. Working wonders again. Again and again. My god. Broken record. So fast is next on Burn's hit list. You can't really do much here, but okay. The entire group, other than the front two, are still relatively close together. Interested to see how Gearhead can defend off from a Supra and a Z4 behind him rather than like another Z4 and a 4C. I mean, I have to if if Deliverance keeps doing that. Burn still, as of yet, unable to find a way around so fast. Get to it here, okay. And he in fact does it there. And so fast miraculously keeps the car on the track. Semi-Jack actually has passed Metacog. Oh my god, that is just creating a Constantine right here. It's I am the next to assail upon so fast. Now Summerjack has lost out to Metacog again. Keep missing the stuff. My brain's beginning to drift off. It's beginning to forget to commentate on stuff. And granted, there's not much happening here. These four are just in a conga line. Why'd I go there? It's me versus that versus So Fast for 4th place. Burn will attempt to catch Muscletone and Alex, but I think they're too far apart for anything to happen between them. And that's kind of already... He's dead, he just doesn't know it, because he doesn't have the top speed to compete with me or So Fast once we reach the straight. Two RX-7s have joined the fray. I don't know what they'll be able to do down the straightaway. Rather, what they'll be able to do that the cars in front cannot, rather. Yeah, we'll see it later, that. I don't know if I can... Now it's a matter of, am I fast enough to be, to get up to So Fast, which... It's looking like a no. I'm beginning to pick up a bit of speed, though. He's about tapped out there. But I think I have another gear in my car. Oh yeah. So fast to come here. Didn't get here well enough. Right on the edge. That's not it. Ow. It seems about right though. Oh, what is this absolute mania going on here? Oh, Gearhead's around. Oh no. Gearhead is in the wall. Metacog followed him into there. Deliverance got caught up with everything. And here comes Danny to capitalize on all of that. Metacog gets out the best, relatively speaking. I think Gearhead may also be out of the race. Yeah, he is. That's a lot of damage. Let's get a classic an action angle here. An action stage, if you will. Alright, entering the straightaway. Who's the one that started making the move? I think it's probably Metacog, right? And there he goes, claiming deliverance. That wasn't far away from this either. He probably saw that right in his mirror. And see all the lane changing and battling for position on the road. Look at that! My God! Metacog gets a touch of grass. Deliverance also does. Bounces off of him. Deliverance tags Gearhead and just smacks him right off the road. That TV cam is not helpful. And they just follow each other off the track. Deliverance offset is, doesn't even manage to brake in time and just plows Gearhead into the wall. Ryan Storm just a passenger, and Metacog manages to make up the places, despite not even really making the turn. It's because he got a lucky bounce off of his car. Let's get to static here. Oh, it's not even going to look at, is it? No, it's going to actually get a really good view of it. The Deliverance is basically sideways. He's not even looking into the turn. He's facing away from it. Let's just go there to see there. Gaps are pretty big between the top 4 cars. I'm the only one really close. I'm the first person actually close to somebody. I can't imagine what that must look like from that's rear views. Just all kinds of death behind him. I can confidently say that Alex has won the race. I think, how did Byrne wreck his car? What did you do, you fool? How do you do this? You're the only one here! You still almost crash. That's not it! That ain't it! Trying too hard to catch muscle tone, I guess. like, oh my god, Muscle Tones are the race too. No, that's my username. I knew that would confuse me at least once during this series. Every single vehicle in the top, in the bottom half below probably has some form of damage from that. Actually, Samurai Jack didn't get any. Deliverance has yellow damage. Ryan has very slight damage, but it is there. Danny has none because he just came in from behind and stalled places. And Race Game has around yellow damage. That has caught back up to me and so fast enough. Did I just bump into so fast there? Either that or he locked his brakes a lot. Little skid marks from the last lap. My god. Based on my counting, it looks like the gap is getting a lot bigger too. Burn is somehow actually catching Muscle Tone. Even with his massively damaged car. Yeah, they crossed the little line there 6 seconds apart. I can count in my head. Maybe here for now, that, but not for much longer. Hello, Rebel Tree. Good in-joke with the racing community. Ryan Storm versus Deliverance. Doesn't really go anywhere though. Ryan just gets a bad exit and has to wait. Just can't complete the maneuver. Metacog has now joined the party as well. Damage and everything. We've just held each other up so much that Metacog has had plenty of time to just catch right back up to us. And now he's also a contender for top 5, at least. We can also maybe try and get that off of us, too. He's gonna try here. He didn't try very well. What is Drew on about? Oh. I was like, ooh, Summer Jack past Deliverance. No, that's how it's been. How's he handling this damage in his suspension, specifically? Vehicle is ever slightly pulling to the left, clearly. Or right. Maybe, I don't really know. No straight so long, I have to tell which way he's turning the wheel in a straight line. Oh yeah, it's turning left, it's pulling to the right. Yeah, Burn is definitely getting closer to muscle tone despite his damage, which means that if he didn't have the damage, if he didn't have that crash, he might be on his exhaust already. Yeah, Alex has undoubtedly won the race. He's about to enter the darn straightaway. Can't wait to see Burn get tunnel vision and stuff it back in the wall again. That'll be great to watch. Go do it down the straightaway to so fast, which is interesting because I couldn't do it that way before. And now I have another BMW on my ass, one with still having damage, but significantly less, so. It's very like JDM back half here. U70Z, Supra, RX-7 Supra. Could also probably throw the MX-5 in there as well, but that's more an American car at this point. Yeah, the damage is the only reason Burn isn't gaining. They're about doing the same speed. Close enough anyway. So most will claim second. Barely. Almost didn't make the turn. Burn actually made it correctly, surprisingly. Let's hope that I can do the same, and or better yet, just straight up pass so fast. I don't even know why I put the camera on his car. Metacog with a little less damage and my draft, but still is unable to formulate anything. I'd do that again. Samurai Jack gonna go around that. I forgot his name. Ryan Storm will pass Deliverance and then follow Samurai Jack around that. Deliverance gets cold feet. I'm going all in again, apparently. Can I actually make this corner this time? No! And I'll instead lose out to Metacog like an idiot. Why is... Oh, so fast not enough fuel. Nope, he didn't. Apparently, not enough fuel to drive 5 feet. But I think he still gets like at least 6th. Yeah, he gets 6 anyway. Samurai Jack will take 7th. That manages to hold on. Let's... Where is the finish? Oh, come on, XT3. Not the one who went in there either. What else is in there? A few cars decided to go in there. I don't know what the heck. Yeah, so far still crowded with 6th. This part doesn't surprise anyone. So Byrne will win part 2 of the Nurburgring Chronicles. And, of course, there's still 5 more to go, so... So Gearhead and Byrne are the ones to win so far. Hopefully we'll be lucky and we'll get 5 more unique winners and not like a repeat winner like Byrne wins twice more from here.